Hi everyone, this is Jennifer and I'm back today with a new layout for the HipKit Club design team. For this layout, I was inspired by the mood board of the month. I focused on the leaves and the colors of the ice creams. I will be using leaves and flowers dyes with this pattern paper from the June 2021 main kit. So, with the help of my big shot, I cut out the leaf patterns several times that perfectly matches the mood board, and then I use the flower dyes with the other pattern papers that I have selected. For the leaves, I used the green paper from the Happy Bloomy Pink Fresh Studio collection with the dye from the French brand Florilège Design, and for the flowers, I used yellow and pink papers from the Happy Bloomy collection Pink Fresh Studio 2, and the dark pink paper, it's a paper from the exclusive Delightful collection of the June main kit by Kim and Kimberly with a Florilège Design dye and Les Petits Ciseaux, a French brand too. After having cut out the patterns, I will see how to position them. First, I placed the black and white square photo and add the cutout elements. So I decided to make a vertical and central layout, but giving it an effect of movement by positioning the sheets in S. And it will be a rather tropical page, perfect for the summer season. So I use the June 2021 kits, which are just really gorgeous, with a lot of exclusivity created by Kim and Kimberly. So I then prepare my photo and I choose the yellow paper, the same of the flowers, and I wanted another paper, so I looked and hesitated a lot to finally choose the strap paper from the Happy Bloomy Pink Fresh Studio collection, which had the same color as the leaves and flowers. I add crumpled tracing paper below my photo and then the stripe paper. I use adhesive tape to glue my photo with the tracing paper because with glue it takes a long time to dry. And I distress the edges of the stripe paper before gluing it under the photo. I then add cardboard below to glue the photo in relief. I hesitate to add the yellow paper below now, so I will see later whether or not I add it. In the meantime, I want to distress the edges of the leaves and flowers before gluing them, but with my distresser it's very complicated, so to have still a warm effect, I sand the edges of each element with sandpaper. So I sand the edges very quickly, which bleaches and wears the edges. It's not like Distresser, but it's another pretty cool effect. When everything is well sanded, I prepare the background of my page to add a little ink before gluing the elements. I coat a white cardstock with clear gesso and I dry well. I choose several Chimmers inks in pink tones and the Nouveau Lemon Sorbet Mousse from the June 2021 color kit. I start with Pinkaboo ink and with the help of a piece of rhodoid, I apply the ink, creating the S of my layout. Then with a wet brush, I spread the ink without trying to do something neat. I add the pink ink, which is a little darker, and I do the same thing so that the inks mix and create nuances. Then I add the Nouveau Lemon Sorbet Mousse, which I dilute with a little water and apply to a few areas and spread with my brush and water. I let the inks mix and then I add the Naughty or Nice ink. It's an even darker pink with my brush over a few areas and with water I mix the inks which create shades of pink, yellow and orange that I really love. I dry everything and I add Sweetheart ink to darken a little more the background of this page, and I add more Nouveau Mousse as well as the other colors here and there while adding water so that the inks blend and darken this background until I get the right colors. I dry it all and add ton and ton ink splatters. And here is the result. I love all those shades of pink, yellow, and that shine. These inks are awesome. I'm stopping here for the moment. I will rectify the area once I have put the leaves and flowers in place. So I put all the elements of my layout back in place, and I add the yellow paper below the photo finally to make the photo stand out a little more, because I find that it's lost a little in this decoration, and I glue it to the center of my page. I add 3D foam under the leaves to bring volume and create shading. I can glue everything now. So I start with the leaf at the end of the S and line up the tip of the leaf with the corner of the photo. This will allow me to have the same alignment on each side, and I glue the leaf by making the S well. If you are wondering what I use as glue, and well, in general, I use tacky glue, which I pour into an old art glitter brand bottle, which has a fairly thin end and which I find rather practical, even with very purposes. The glue only comes out if I squeeze the bottle, so I can control the flow more or less thick. And sometimes, if I have run out of tacky glue and I'm waiting for delivery, I use Scotch gel glue, which also sticks very well but less practical. I glue the flowers with and without 3D foam, and I always add glue because in the long term the foam no longer sticks, and I found myself once with several pages to reglue a year after making them a few years ago. And since I always add glue under each embellishment, like alphabets, chipboards, and even stickers. So I glue the flowers and I place them in the same place at the top and at the bottom for a mirror effect and for a more harmonious visual. When I saw this mood board, I immediately know that I had to make a tropical page with lots of flowers and leaves. I love this kind of page. You can find this mood board on the Hip Kit Club Facebook group or on the blog. I add round yellow chipboards and stickers, as well as the rainbow and butterfly chipboard from the Pocket Life kit. I also place them in a mirror and a little hidden by the leaves. I really like doing this. It's fun then to find these little things here and there when you look at the page. I don't really know what to add, I will correct the ink areas. So I take the same inks and add some below and around the leaves and flowers, slightly protruding to let the ink appear suddenly. And I also add ink directly on the flowers to make them shine a bit. I love this effect. So I add more ink to darken some areas and create color gradients, and immediately this background in the decor and brings more relief. I finish with splashes of Nouveau lemon sorbet diluted with water. Here's the result. I love these nuances, these reflections, and these colors. Very subtle, and that's what I wanted. So I glue the round yellow chipboard here and there in effect mirror. Now I add the title. So I use the alphabet from the May 2021 main kit because the colors of this alphabet are just perfect for my layouts. So with the help of a round die, I position the title in circle to accentuate the effect of movement in S. This alphabet is Seeker's alphabet from the Buenos Dias collection by Obed Marchal. I love it. It's beautiful with this shade of yellow and pink. I needed a title long enough to make these arcs on each side of the photo, so I choose the phrase "Love this sweet girl so much," and it's just perfect for the page, but also for the feeling that I have for this little person in the picture. She's my daughter and she's so sweet and so kind. A real treasure for our family. I replace the dots on the eyes with hearts for the love side. I glued the chipboards that I had forgotten to glue, and I add hearts here and there from the alphabets, and I add enamel dots, always mirrored for a more harmonious visual. I use the yellow enamel dots only for more pep, and I add it all over the place. When I'm done with that, I add black and white butterflies cut out of Pinkfresh Studio paper from the main kit for a little reminder with the photo. I then use glossy accent to add clear drops and create a water drop effect on the leaves and around my layout. I love this little detail that makes its effect. I add a bunch of flowers and leaves near the title on each side to accentuate the swirl effect of this layout. I find this effect just amazing and very visual, and I like to make this kind of page with movement effects. It makes the page more alive. I add enamel dots and ink on the flowers of these little clusters. I add splashes of gesso diluted with water to harmonize everything. I had to finish here, but when taking the photos, I found that this page lacks contrast, so I decided to make black splatters. I do the splatters with a brush to be more precise and not to do it everywhere. I did these splatters while keeping the swirl effect, and I love the rendering. That's really what it took. So this video was a bit long, but this layout has a lot of detail, and I hope this layout has inspired you for a future project. I love making it and creating this tropical swirl. Do not hesitate to ask me questions. Thanks for stopping by and watching. I wish you a beautiful creative day. See you soon.